I'm Maribel Rodriguez, and welcome to The Balancing Act. Today we're looking for love, and to do so, we're going online to explore a modern twist on dating. And if you're not in love with your current furniture, we'll explore some new options you're sure to, well, fall in love with. All that and more great stuff today on The Balancing Act. Ladies, have you found yourself in a pickle where you're trying to play Superwoman and in the process something always falls through the cracks, especially when it comes to cleaning? Well, not anymore. Because here with some advice is David Bach, author of Go Green, Live Rich, 50 Simple Ways to Save the Earth. David, thank you so much for being here this morning.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, David, tell us, what is a real problem everyone in the world is facing right now?
Well, a huge problem in the world, and especially in the United States, is the issue of plastic. We're producing so much of it and using so much plastic that every single year we create 60 billion pounds of plastic.
Wow.
I know, it's amazing. If you could fill up 82 Empire State Buildings with this.
Incredible.
And that's filling up our landfills, and in fact, we're losing one landfill a day because of it. And that's because less than 7% of plastic is actually recycled. So a huge problem right now is how do we use less plastic and how to recycle more? That's
my question. How can we use plastic products more sensibly to help the environment?
I'm here today to talk about Arm & Hammer Essentials cleaning products. These are green cleaning products, and Arm & Hammer has done something revolutionary. They have thought about the issue of plastic. So when you go to a store normally and you buy a cleaning product, it's filled with the product.
Right.
Well, 95% of that product is water. So Arm & Hammer said, you know what, water's free. Why don't we make this bottle empty, give you the actual cleaning product right here. You can take it home and make it yourself. We can reduce the price and reduce the amount of plastic that you use. With this bottle, it's really amazing. You can reuse it 7 times.
Okay, but I have another question for you. They're reducing plastic waste, at the same time carbon emissions, and therefore it's better for the environment, but how is it affecting our wallets?
Aha, I'm glad you asked, because my whole thing is about how do you go green and save money.
Right.
Once you use this product, once you fill it up and you go through it, the average person goes through a clean product in about 90 days, some cases 6 months. Okay. So normally what you do is just throw it away. Here what you do is buy these refillable cartridges, fill it back up again. These cost 25% less. And the reason they cost less is obvious. You're not paying for all this plastic. So by going and using this bottle for up to 2 years and using these cartridges, you're saving 25%. Again, saving money. The clean product is plant-based, biodegradable, so it's healthier for your family, healthier for the planet. And again, we produce less plastic, and you have to go to the store less often to buy it and bring it home.
So how do you use it?
Oh, so cool, and so glad you asked. Okay, I love this part. So you get this bottle and it's empty. We've already done this to make this demonstration. You fill it up with water. Unscrew this little top right here. You unscrew the top of this little thing here, the cartridge.
Interesting.
Now, I did this with my son, Jack. He's 5 years old. He thought this was the coolest thing in the world. So all you do is twist this on like this. No mess, no fuss. Takes seconds to do it. Boom.
Okay, it looks great.
Doesn't it look cool?
It smells great, but how about the cleaning performance, which usually lacks in other green products?
You know what? You're absolutely right. Most green products are not as good. And the amazing thing about this product, it's better than all the green products, but it's also better than all the traditional cleaning products. I've never used a cleaning product that works as well as this. This is their multi-surface cleaning product. They've also got 2 other products. They've got a window cleaner, and then they've got this cleaner and degreaser. I use that on the stovetop when I'm making him spaghetti. Again, smells great, healthier for your family.
Where can we go for more information to save and waste less?
You can go to their website, armandhammeressentials.com. Great information on the product, but also ways you can save the planet.
David, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for providing consumers with an opportunity to clean effectively while helping the environment and our wallets. Thank you so much.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Make sure you visit thebalancingact.com all January long. Every day we're giving away a complete set of Arm & Hammer Essentials cleaning products for your home. Just log on and enter for your chance to win.
Good morning. Today I'm going to show you some very inexpensive and easy tips to set a beautiful tablescape. Now let's face it, I love to entertain my friends and family, so I'm always decorating my tables, and I really want to make it special because I really want to make it a special occasion for my guests, and it's more memorable that way. But what you want to do is to be the perfect hostess is to greet your guests, obviously, then drive them over to the drink bar or the drink table. And what I like to do is set up my drinks. It could be juices, it could be wines, it could be cocktails, it could be anything that you want. And then I love to mix up antique glasses and antique glassware for a very eclectic look. And then obviously have something to nibble on for your guests when they come over for their drinks. That's really going to set the stage for your party. And then just to add a little bit of sparkle, set everything on a mirror. That really, really is going to add a lot of glamour to your table, and it's really going to be a lot of fun to start out your party. Okay, to set the table, basically what you want to do, what I have here is just a very eclectic mix of plates and cups and saucers, and I've tied it all together with color, and I've layered it first with my fabric. Now, I couldn't find the exact tablecloth that I wanted, so I used a piece of fabric, and you know what? Don't sweat the small stuff. I didn't even hem this. People aren't going to notice that kind of thing. Now, if you're real picky, you can go ahead and take your sewing machine and sew a hem or iron on some adhesive tape to hem that out, but it's really not necessary. And then for the plates, again, they're all white. This is a very pretty one. It has ribbon that I've woven through here. This is actually probably a serving dish, but I thought it would make for a nice little dessert plate for my guests. And then I've just layered a couple of different pieces of fabric or napkins to create a very, very casual look. And then I've got my antique silverware, and I've just very casually laid it there. You don't have to be fussy about making sure what side of the plate it's supposed to go on. And then if you've got a lot of guests coming over, think about using place cards, and you can create these from your computer using cardstock. And print this out, everybody's name onto there, and then you can just scroll it just like so, and you have a very, very simple place card. And then just to set off the glassware, tie a little ribbon, some flowers, and you have a whole cohesive look. Very, very easy to do. Very, very easy to do. Okay, this next plate setting is also very easy to do. It's just a very small dessert plate layered with some grosgrain ribbon. But you just want to tuck that in underneath your little saucer here. And then it's always nice to give your guests a little something, like a little party favor. And this is nothing more than just a little tin, very inexpensive, that I picked up at the craft store and filled it with candies, wrapped it with some ribbon, and set it right there. So that actually makes a very, very nice look. And this is a very simple one to do too. Just take your napkin, fold it into a rectangle, tuck it underneath the plate, add a little grosgrain ribbon, again, just to add a little bit more layering. Then set your teacup or your coffee cup on here. You can also add a little flower. It could be artificial, it could be real. Just very, very simple, very, very casual. Now these are just a few of very simple ideas that you can take home with you to set your own perfect table.
Did you know that you can save $884 or more every year by improving your fuel economy? That is, if your car gets 35 miles per gallon instead of 20. Right now, decide to trade in your car for one with better fuel economy. Find a greener car at greenercars.org and decide which one you want to be driving.
Well, he's one of People magazine's sexiest men alive, a clever cook, and has that great Australian accent women love. We got to interview celebrity chef Curtis Stone, and we talked to him about the benefits of organic foods, including chocolate.
Do you know what the challenge is with cooking organic? That you're not going to be able to stop yourself from reaching into the bag and eating it before you get home. Organic food's just beautiful. I mean, to me, organic is normal. And anything that's not organic means that we have messed with it with chemicals, pesticides, all these horrible things that you really don't want in your food. So, you know, organics, it's how it should be. The whole organic movement's really expanded. It used to be just fruits and vegetables, and now you can get organic meat, you can buy organic wine, even organic chocolate. My favourite's green and blacks, and it's beautiful. I mean, why would you want to put pesticides and chemicals into your chocolate, of all things?
Besides organic chocolate, Chef Stone also showed us some other organic foods to purchase and what we should look for.
You can get organic everything these days, and I think it's really good to support it, you know. See the organic section. This is where I always head.
Not to be outdone by chocolate, here's Chef Stone giving us some tips to cook with organic meats and vegetables.
The basic rule for ratatouille or any sort of soup or vegetables or whatever is that you add the ingredients in order of how long they take to cook.
Curtis got to show off some of his chocolate entree recipes at the esteemed James Beard House.
It's nice to be associated with such a beautiful product. I'll tell you what you're going to eat, guys. It's pan-fried sea scallops with some crispy prosciutto, a sauce which is, we call it an agrodolce, so it's made with lime juice, 70% dark chocolate, and a little bit of olive oil, and some salad leaves with some semi-roasted tomatoes. So it's a bit experimental using chocolate with savoury food, so I hope it's to your liking.
And some tips on cooking with organic chocolate.
So we've got our beautiful green and blacks chocolate, so everybody grab a bar. Okay, and this is, we're going for the 70% dark, right? Now, you know how recipes say to grater or to breaker or to chopper or whatever. This is the easiest way to get this broken and out of the packet, all right? But it's a little bit violent. But let's face it, chocolate's so beautiful that you can't be violent with chocolate. So I just give it a whack. And then what happens is you open the pack and look at that. It's all broken. And it saves you getting into a mess or you know, making an extra job of it. So once you've broken it up, throw it into your bowl. Go for it.
Okay. So to make entrees and desserts with chocolate, go to www.greenandblacks.com.
Afraid you missed something? Don't worry, you can always click on thebalancingact.com to watch and learn more about the stories you've seen and maybe some you haven't.
Next, we're going to talk about an online dating site that was developed for busy career women like you and me. So whether you're divorced or you've never been married, an online dating service can really get you back into the swing of things and help you find a mate, not just a date. Let's find out how it works from Vekram Kaushik, CEO of NoMoreDates.com. I love the name of your website. So what gave you the idea to create NoMoreDates.com?
I was in the technology business for a while, and you know, I kind of got out of that and basically was trying to find a mate for myself. I tried all the online dating sites out there, and I felt they were a little flawed.
In what way?
Most of them match primarily on superficial things: age,
right.
height, ethnicity.
Height, weight, ethnicity. Is that really the hallmarks of a good husband?
No, you know, all those contribute to chemistry, and while chemistry is important to get a relationship started, for long-term happiness, the key is compatibility. And what we do is we use the world's most advanced psychological and personality testing tools to, first of all, measure you on 40 different dimensions, such as how much affection you need, how much you like to control the environment around you. Then we use these more, the deeper and meaningful traits to match, to match couples up.
And we should say that these tests are well-respected testing instruments that have been used by psychologists for many, many years. You didn't just make up a bunch of questions and put them on the net.
No, these are tests. Actually, they probably have 90% of the market in the corporate world for managed leadership training in big companies, or for example, the CIA and NSA use them for hiring needs.
Interesting. So if it's good enough for the CIA, it's good enough for women looking for a man, right? So NoMoreDates.com is where people go to sign up. If they sign up, this sounds like smart dating. It's not going to be a quick process, right? How does it work?
No, we actually, and partly to gather the information that we need and partly to discourage the casual dater, we have an hour-long sign-up process. And then once you sign up, you cannot browse and search for matches on your own. We do the matching, send them to you, and then we have a guided communication process that you go through to get to know your match.
No meat market here, okay? This is really like serious people looking for longevity and using social science and the internet to make it happen.
Absolutely.
So it's NoMoreDates.com. Do you find women use online dating more than men?
Yes, on our site, for example, 61% of the members are women.
But don't let that discourage you, ladies, because how many single men are in America?
Over 40 million single men in America.
There you go. If we can't find 1 in 40 million, what are we doing wrong? Okay, thank you so much for being here. The site is nomoredates.com. I love your business model. I'm going to check it out myself. And good luck to you. Sounds like a great site.
Eating omega-3 rich fish at least once a week results in a 52% reduction in the risk of sudden death from attack or stroke. Omega-3 can be found in salmon, sardines, and tuna, and it must be obtained from food sources. If you can't tolerate eating that much fish, it also comes in a supplement form.
Join our online community by logging on to thebalancingact.com and clicking on the Multiply banner. Interact with the show producers, discuss features you've seen, and you'll have some great conversation starters.
Hi, welcome back. I am relaxing on this nice, comfortable sofa with Shawn Nelson, a man whose unique vision is revolutionizing the face of furniture today. Welcome, Shawn, and we thank you so much for bringing us this LoveSac that I know everybody calls the LoveSac.
That's
right. But it's a great thing. Tell us how you did this. Did you just one day say, okay, yeah, I want to make an oversized beanbag chair?
Yeah, well, the whole company started because I was 18, thought it would be funny to make the world's biggest beanbag.
You were 18 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did. I went out and bought the fabric and took it home, cut it up and sewed it up and started filling it with everything soft I could find, and beanbag beads just wouldn't cut it, so I chopped up all of my mom's camping mattresses.
Oh, okay,
Mom.
We know you're not happy about that.
Yeah, it took me 3 weeks to fill it, and when I finally got it done and took it out and used it, everybody seemed to want one.
Well, it's interesting because did you ever fancy yourself a furniture designer?
Oh, no. I mean, I left the country for 2 years to go be a missionary, came back to finish university, and started using the sack again, and once again, everybody wanted to buy one. So I started this little company kind of as a joke, and we started selling them out of a van and making them in the basement for 3 or 4 years. Home shows, boat shows, car shows. Finally got an order for 12,000 units at this big trade show. They didn't know that it was
with no company.
Yeah, with me and my buddies. So we built a factory on credit cards, and in order to keep that factory alive, after we finished that order, we opened our first retail store at a mall in Salt Lake City in 2001. And since then, it's been a few years, and we have 25 locations around the country and shopping malls from LA to New York City.
And you know what's interesting about that is you're in the store and you have the LoveSac sitting next to a sofa just so people can get an idea of how it flows and fits into a room. Right. And then what happens?
Right. In the very first store, it was set up like a living room, and people kept trying to buy the sofa. And so I spent 5 years trying to develop a sofa that we could actually carry in stock, delivered in a box, really easy to assemble, be able to make all kinds of different furniture configurations, and make it machine washable. And that's what you're sitting in. It's called Sactionals.
Wow, so are we going to build some of these modular Sactionals?
Yeah, I'm going to show you how it works. In fact, I'm going to take that chair, change its covers, make a completely different colored chair, and then we're going to build some other things out of it as well.
Tall order. All right, let's check it out.
All right, so go ahead and have a seat on the arm.
Okay.
Because people are going to do that.
Yeah.
And what you're sitting on is a completely machine washable chair. Every piece of this can just be peeled off and changed out. And actually, this chair was built from just 2 components.
Wow.
A base, which is what you were sitting on, including this back pillow, and a side, which is this piece, and this piece, all sides. So 3 sides and 1 base makes an armchair in Sactionals.
Well, that's awesome, because you talked about machine washable, and a lot of times we need to change it up a little bit, Shawn, because it gets dirty. We need to take it off and wash it.
You're tired of brown.
Tired of brown.
We're going to take this brown chair, change the covers, make it look just like this one.
Let's do it.
Just a few seconds. We'll just move the cushions out of the way. Go ahead and lean down and grab that black strap, yank it. All right, in your hand you have a solid piece of steel. Guaranteed for life. And now we can take these pieces and build whatever we want out of them. We can just add another piece on. But first, we're going to change the covers.
Okay.
So I'm going to need your help. All right. There you go. So what do you think? So let's build something bigger. Let's take these same pieces, build something bigger.
All right, Shawn. Oh, that was interesting, Shawn.
Yeah.
But it was fun, though. So many different combinations.
Yeah, with just a few bases and sides, you can literally build anything you want with no tools required, no talent. And you can change the covers as often as you like. You know, fabrics, colors, whatever you like.
Where can people find out more information?
Just go to LoveSac.com, LoveSac.com, and there might be a store near you. Otherwise, you can get anything you want off the website.
Wonderful. We appreciate you, Shawn.
Thanks for letting me come.
Laughing, even when you're in agony, can relax muscles, relieving pain from osteoarthritis of the knee and strengthening your immune system. Rent a funny movie. Call that friend who always brings a smile to your face. Watch a sitcom or go see a stand-up comedian. Just make sure you laugh every day.
I'm Maribel Rodriguez. I hope you found all your stories and guests on this morning's show helpful. Tune in again tomorrow when we'll bring you some more great ideas and tips, all designed to simplify your life. We'll see you next time on The Balancing Act.